Hello my friends and welcome back to another episode of Noob or Not, my ongoing video series where I take the heroes of Overwatch and pursuant to your challenges, play them with no UI. I think I do well sometimes, I think I do poorly sometimes as well. And if you think I'm a noob, let me know, and if you think I'm not, let me know too. If I do something you think you can use it. Today, Widowmaker by request. Difficult for me to play Widowmaker because it's her scope. It's her scope. It's oblong and not perfectly round, so sometimes I kind of squint poorly and don't do a good job of it. Anyways, coming out, get to the high ground right away. We notice there's a lot of problems to the right. I give my shout out. Look, there's a Bastion that's Orisa supported on the right. Are we going to take care of these two, or are we going to advance direct to the point to go take the point? Well, let's advance to the point, I'm told. So to the point, I advance. You know, there's not very much conversation going on in voice comms on this particular game. I think these are all blueberries. That is to say, nobody with the green border. They're all blue bordered, and that's okay. You can have a wonderful time playing with blueberries. I come over here and grab the Mega Health Pack. I'm listening for the advancement to see what's going on. Nobody's really talking anymore about what was going on back in the back with Orisa Bastion. Nobody's really talking about whether or not they're coming up to the high ground, whether they're going down Main Street or whatever. I'm going to decide to poke around the corner and see what I can find. I'm just going to take a quick peek, because I don't want to put myself in a negative position. Didn't see anybody, so I want to get over to that high ground so that I can possibly shoot at them from behind. But I think I hear somebody coming, so I put down a little deterrent. So if they come up behind me, I'll know. You know, the spray will go off and I'll know. Aha! Freebie for me. We are taking the point. There's Doomfist. Heard him coming. Get down here. Go back up here. That's one of the oldest Widowmaker tricks in the book. And he fell for it, ladies and gentlemen. Too bad. Is that the Bastion that was coming for us? Another anti-venom mine down there. Got it. There's the Bastion. Another venom mine to make sure nobody stalks up on me. I see them over there on the high ground left. I missed. Big whip there. Big whip there. Not doing very good. I do much better with Hanzo of all things against Farah, but again, it's the scope versus like the Hanzo, his bow and arrow kind of line up in a certain way. The center will be just a little bit above where the shaft of his arrow is. But we take the point. Congratulations to me, ladies and gentlemen. Our Bastion sets up on the payload, and we got a Torbjorn. So we got double turrets combination coming in through the streets of Numbani. And without a shield, perhaps, oh, that was a pretty close shot. Without a shield, going to be a little difficult, but we do have the Zarya. Zarya will be able to put bubbles, so it should help. And, you know, if Bastion's fast enough, what was that? If Bastion's fast enough, it shouldn't really matter. You know, as long as he's melting them. If he needs to reposition to get some better coverage, then that's what he needs to do. It sounds like somebody's over here, and sure enough, I think, yep, there's a Torbjorn. Venom mine down there in case he comes out. One headshot wasn't enough because it wasn't full power. Body shot wasn't enough. Looks like that's enough to make him retreat. Just in case, I'm going to go renew my health. Kind of regroup, give the shout out. Got to turn on the UI to give the shout out. That's acceptable. That is well within the parameters of the rules for the no UI challenge. If you're thinking about doing a no UI challenge, I do encourage it. I think you'll find yourself focusing more on staying alive, your positional awareness, your team awareness, your concepts of communication. All of that will go through the roof in my experience, and you'll become better at it. I'm still kind of looking around for that Torbjorn, but since his turret disappeared, I presumed perhaps that he was vanquished and moved on his way and set up a new one somewhere else. Keep clipping the corner of that building, just not lining it up quite right. Gotta clear the railing. I hear the payload made it all the way there though, and you might be wondering, hey JC, why aren't you way forward with the payload? Well, the payload had Torbjorn, the payload had Bastion, the payload had Zarya. Meanwhile, I had a Torbjorn trying to flank behind me, and this team has had a history of showing us that they want to flank behind us. So I was taking an extremely far back position to see if I could find anybody, and I did find a Soldier 76. I just didn't finish very well. So if you think that's a noob move, go ahead and let me know. But I think it's wiser to try to make sure, keep everybody in front of you. When I'm playing, oh, that's our Sombra. When I'm playing, I like to make sure I keep as much of Team Red in front of me as possible. And if that means that a couple of them are flanking deep behind, that I stay even farther back, especially when I'm in the Widowmaker role. I also try to stay as far back as I can when I'm in the healer role. Well, not all of them, but like an Ana or a Zenyatta. But some of them, Lucio, Brigitte, Mercy, you got to kind of be in the mix more often. But here, I'm trying to make sure nobody comes. Now it's a tracer switch. That's a bad switch for me. It's gonna. I'm all over the place. Yeah, I can hit when they're standing still, but now when I have to reload, oh man, that was a bummer. All right, so I gotta go heal myself. I really wanted to be on Overwatch, as it were, the officially positioned and Overwatch, trying to make sure nobody comes out of the high ground to backdoor my team as they're pushing the payload through. I came in here not to dance so much, but I was hoping that it would be a health restorer for me, as it would be if I was on defense, but since it wasn't, I have to come out here. I'm looking for a healer. No healers around. There's our Bastion going. I'm going to quick trip back here to our actual spawn for the final push on offense, get the full load, and then come back out and see what we can do. They have an enemy turret. There is the payload. I'm going to the high ground. There's a Bastion below us. A Bastion below us. My team is starting to set up. I finish off the Winston. Huzzah, hooray for me. +1 me. Our Bastion unit, I'm not sure what he's thinking up here, except if he gets to the high ground, let me give you a hand with this Tracer. I pluck her away a little bit. Farah's in there. You know, if Bastion, oh, Doomfist too, so there's 3 of them in there. If Bastion was able to get around to that little high ground projection over the final stretch, that could have been pretty well if the rest of our team had pressed the payload to that point or beyond. But since there was 3 of them there, well, actually, they probably were able to put, looking at the payload, you can see they pressed pretty far. A running with Anna is going to be problematic. Last time I took your ride, this time I take your thigh. What am I? Oh, nope, she gets me with the splash. I shot her in the leg, but it wasn't enough to slow her down. Got to hide over here. Go grab the little minor health pack. Am I going to go grab the mega? I think I might have. Nope, not going to need to because my team pushed it. They were so preoccupied flanking that my team was able to push the payload. Thank you very much to everybody who helped me out. Giselle, Chichiro, Thor pay. That's what does the Hulk say when Thor owes money? Thor pay. With the play of the game. Let's see this. Oh yeah, just straight melting them from behind the symmetric. What's this? That felt like a Doomfist. It was a Doomfist. Let's melt him. Yeah. That's just great. Melt this one. Yep, not. Oh boy, so easy. Might as well heal yourself up. Oh, the other 2 blueberries. Thank you very much. Hematosis and division, both very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you were entertained by this No UI challenge, and if you were, please do consider subscribing for more coming real soon. And if you can't wait that long, YouTube has hand-selected a video for you on the left, and I have put together my playlist of Noob or Not moments, including the top 15 plays of the game, on the bottom left. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again real soon.